y'all, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm finally getting a chance to jump into a couple guides I have been trying to make and working on little bits of information for a while. The more I learn, the more I want to share with you guys because my grinds have went from super long and just like non-ending pretty much to just way quicker, and a lot of crazy stuff has happened since I began to actually use what I just call extreme herd management. And all that means is getting more low levels on your map, more than we ever thought we needed before. And I can say with 100% certainty that that does work to at least shorten grinds, or it has for me and several other people. Over the years, I've did a lot of moose grinds, especially since they came out with the great ones in 2022. And it's just amazing how drastic the grinds have changed, you know, without using any type of extreme herd management versus when I'm using it. And just how quickly these grinds are going now. So I've managed to get 2 super rares and 10 new Great One Moose on this grind, and I think I started it in February, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I went over 4,500 kills, so 2 super rares and 10 Great One Moose, and that length of time is something I wouldn't have even believed that was possible before I started using this new method. So in my opinion, there is absolutely no doubt that it works. So over here on Medved, moose do drink from 12 to 1600, which is really awesome. It makes it a lot easier when doing a grind because the drink zone is, the drink time is long, and that's always a plus in my opinion. The bad news about Medved is it has a ton of moose zones, anywhere from like 120 something to 130 something. That's just me taking a rough estimate. But the good news is a lot of these zones are just solo females, which you can leave alone. My favorite gun to use on the moose is, of course, the 300, the AR, but also the 375 is phenomenal, and it packs a punch. And so that's what I pack with me. I also take the 22 always with moose because they're quite stubborn when it comes to getting them in the right position sometimes, or making the females move away from the males because they like to be bodyguards and just move a lot. So it makes it a lot easier just to take the 22 and shoot at the ground, just, you know, around the moose to make them move a bit. And keep in mind that moose are a class 8 animal, so whatever gun you're going to use to take out your trophies, you do want it to have class 8 ammo. Like I say, I suggest the 375 or the 300. There's also the 338. All of these work great. They do make diamond at 274.9. They go up to level 5 medium, and of course they also have Great One furs as well. We'll get into that in just a second. But one thing about the moose, even though you might see level 5 is only making diamond, they can actually make diamond at level 4 as well. And it's not as rare as you may think. I've shot moose for so long, and I have seen a lot of level 4s that actually make diamond. Their rare furs are albino, melanistic, piebald, acromelanistic, and mosaic. And with the moose, if you end up getting a 10 fabled Great One, they do have quite a few different fur types. They have the fabled ash, the fabled birch, the fabled oak, the fabled speckled, the fabled spruce, and my favorite, the fabled two-tone. Let's say you want to start your moose grind and you are not interested in any herd management. Trust me, I get it, because it can be really annoying, at least to get it done. Once you get it done, it's amazing, but until you get there, it can be grueling. I didn't use herd management, not to the extreme level anyway, for years, so I get it. And let's say that's all you're going to do is just start your grind without it. It's actually really, really simple. You would just use 8 to 16 tents or 8 to 16 zones, however you want to do it, and literally just shoot the males. And that's it. That concludes the guide if you're not going to use any herd management. One pro about not using it at all is it's just a lot easier in one sense. You don't have to spend all this time shooting down zones and getting the grind ready to go. You can just literally pick your zones and start shooting the males. So just going to briefly jump into what I'm doing with herd management and how I got my zones managed down. So the ultimate goal with using any type of herd management is get as many low levels on your map as possible. Guys, I'm only shooting 14 to 16 moose. That is it. The rest of your zones, especially your herd zones, I understand the solos are dreadful. I still have some level 3 solos right now. I'd like to have them shot down one day. Maybe I will, but so far I've not really needed to do that on the solos that are level 3 because the grinds are still going really good. But maybe in the future. But the whole goal is to get as many low levels on your map as you can. And for moose, that is level 2s. Now, with the moose, there are 2 types of level 2s. You get the smaller weight and the little bit bigger weight. I mean, both are going to help, but I would try to get just as many low level, the smallest level 2s as you can. And that may seem really simplistic and basic, but that is the truth and the facts, and that's all I did. The gist of it is just getting as many low levels on your map as possible. And of course, RNG is still going to play a role. You may still have grinds that go on a bit longer, and that is normal. I had that happen with my wolves, and I'm having it happen with the moose a bit. And what I mean is just a grind that now goes over 500. In my past, my grinds would go over 5,000 quite often, so it's still a huge difference. And a con of herd management, remember, you always weigh it up, pros and cons. The con is that it just takes a really long time, especially on animals that have just a huge population, like over here with the moose on Medved. I feel like it took me a really long time. Again, yes, it's worth it in my opinion, but just keep that in mind. And there is a way to make this process go a little bit faster, and that is with stacking. I do not think that you have to stack level 5s or max level animals to shoot down your zones. I think it can happen eventually anyway, but in my opinion and experience, I definitely think it helps. And for me, this is just what I did. I did stack level 5s only, and the most I got up to was 17 level 5s. If I had to make an estimate on what to stack, I would say at least 10 to 15. And what I would do when I got those max levels on my map, after so many, I would just shoot them down and then repeat the process again. And that seemed to speed things up pretty good. And real quick, guys, here is my hotspot map for Medved. It does include all of my drink zones, even the ones on the hidden lakes. So I hope that helps. So just to quickly summarize before I end the video, remember I'm only shooting 14 to 16 shooter moose, and most everything, despite some level 3 solos that I'm working on, is level 2s. And I think that having all those low levels has made the biggest impact. So that is it. I hope this video helps someone out there on your moose grinds. And please remember, again, you don't have to use any type of herd management to get your great ones. I just believe that it speeds it up quite a bit. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.